right, so you have the blueprint in your hand, but you probably have a few more questions. I'm here to simplify things for you right now. So you discovered this blueprint from Dawn on social media, right? And so that's what I love. That's the first thing I really want you to think about. You're already familiar with social media. So we're going to show you how to take a little bit of that time consuming social media and how to turn that into being a creator on social media. I mean, you could do that 10 minutes here, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here. So that's the next thing we're going to show you. Then after that, we're going to show you, which is one of my favorite strategies when I launched my business, was the copy and paste free ads. Because when I went to social media, I was like, am I going to be able to do videos? Am I too old? And I just didn't know. So I loved the free ad strategy because I could just spend 30 minutes a day posting free ads to high traffic websites. But I do understand the value of video. So what I did is I put a YouTube video in it explaining the free ad strategy. Here's what's interesting, because I did it 90 days later, I looked at my system and I'm like, oh my goodness, not only did I build my email list from it, not only did I build my customer base, but I built my YouTube channel. Because of that free ad strategy, I became monetized on YouTube. So I added another income stream. So imagine the platforms that you hang out on, all of a sudden they start paying you just to create content. I thought that was the coolest thing. It is. Now you might be asking, okay, but you're posting content on social media or you're posting free ads. How does that make you money? It makes you money because what we do is we do what's called a call to action inside that content, and we take people back to our automated system and we let that do the rest of the work for us. So let me just give you this perspective that you might be able to understand. If you want to go to Amazon right now and make an order on Amazon, you didn't have to get on the phone with anybody to make that order.
Correct.
You can just order something on Amazon, pay for it right there, and like 3 or 4 days later it's at your door. So that's what your website does for you here, except you don't got to wait 3 to 4 days later. You just got to wait a few minutes and it shows up in your email.
Right.
Now, with that being said, because it's digital, there's no cost involved with like overhead expenses of making it. So that's how you make 100% profit. And that's how it's delivered to you immediately. But it gets better because it's not a physical product.
That's right.
It is an e-learning program you can sell to the entire world. So all of a sudden you launched a digital business and the entire world is your customer base. That is something that when I discovered that, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I'm a gal in Kansas that started posting content every day on social media. And one of my videos went to South Africa. The algorithms push it to South Africa. And I built a huge business in South Africa.
Wow.
So now I get to impact businesses all over the world, people all over the world, just because of this digital marketing process. But I want to share this with you because I had no experience in the digital space. I had no following. I had no knowledge of email, no knowledge of funnels. And I launched my business with a brand new account and hit 6 figures in 6 months. But I achieved my first million in 17 months. And all I know is what I did, anybody can do. I just followed a proven process. And that's what I love. So you're here, you're doing this process. What would be your best advice for somebody that's looking at this right now?
Well, the best advice is first, you got to do your research. You just don't jump into something. And I'm sure that you're going to discover the same way I did after looking at several scams and a lot of noise on how much you're going to do here and how much you're going to do there. And you just don't know what to believe. You were confused, and so was I. I was totally confused over this entire thing. But as I did my research, and I'm going to save you a lot of time, because if you email me, I will send you the 5 top companies that I did the research on and why I chose this company to move forward with. But it's the advice that I really have to give you is that if you want to build a legacy for yourself, if you want to build a legacy for your family, if you, especially the retired people, the ones that are about to retire and the ones that are retired, I can speak this with experience. I was let go from my job because I had a heart condition and I knew that I didn't have enough funds in my portfolio to last me the rest of my life. And that made me get into this program. And that's why I started researching this program. And I know you people, if you're out there and you have 200 or 300 or $400,000 in your 401 and you got your Social Security, you're going to say, well, that I got it. And you don't.
No.
That's not enough.
No.
Because I'll give you an example. The first 2 or 3 years, you are going to live high on the hog. You're going to take a trip around the world. That's a minimum of 30,000. So there goes half of 100. And then you're going to do some more and more. And you're going to come home one day and you're going to look at your portfolio thinking that it's growing and growing. Well, it's shrinking and shrinking. So you better look into this to supplement that program.
Oh, that is so good. And that is the raw reality and the raw truth that people deal with. It is.
It's straight from the heart and it's straight to you. I'm too old to give you fluff, you know? So you gotta make up your mind. And the only way you can make up your mind is to take that first step. And that first step has to be put your email in, go to the website. You're going to get a hold of Michelle's 10-minute video, which is going to explain the entire program to you. And from that point, you make a decision. If it's no, fine. If it's yes, welcome aboard. We're going to have fun working together.
Yes, I love that. Yes. So if you have any questions, just send Don an email. And again, get those 5 businesses that he's talking about. But if you're ready to take action now, you're one of those people like, no, I do not want to wait any longer. Because you guys, when I looked at this, I was like, can I do this? Am I going to have enough time? But then I started fearing more being in the same place in 6 months. And I didn't want to fast forward my life to 6 months and look back and be like, I'm still in the same place.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't want to do that. So if that's you and you're ready to get started, just go right down here. You'll see Don's website. Again, there's 4 different programs to pick from. Get the one that's best for your goals and dreams. Our #1 selling one is the Legacy Builders program. Because of the affordability of it with 4 income streams, the average person in 2 days is able to launch their business. And 1 customer puts you in profit mode. If you sell just one of each of those programs in a week, that's $1,900.
Yeah. And you've already tripled your investment.
Yes. And I love that. Right. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
So
welcome. I'm excited.
No overhead. It's beautiful. And this is a wonderful person to guide all of us. And she's done a tremendous job. So good luck to you.
Yeah. And I hope to see you inside the community.
Talk to you.
Bye.
Bye.